You so much, Kwame, for speaking with me. This was an incredible movie. It was so nice. I saw it twice, once at Sundance and then again. Um, the tension that you're able to build on screen, it feels like I am in the movie right there. So my question, as a filmmaker and also putting together this fantastically heartbreaking movie, how do you build that tension while also creating sympathy for Brian?
First of all, thank you for seeing it twice. That's more than nice. Um, how do you create the tension? Well, our attempt was to always go to the hottest part of the scene. Was to what was Brian trying to ask for over and over and over again? When someone has to ask one simple question over and over and over again, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? There is a natural escalation. And what we had to do was to try and pace that escalation. And what the beautiful thing that John did was John was able to be additive to the shades of that request each and every time that it came. So that was really the technique we used, was making sure that we came at the question from a slightly different angle every time, but knew that each time we asked that simple question, there had to be something else at stake.
And just as important as the movie and the message, I found to be the title as well. Can you talk about the significance? It was two titles. It was 892 and Breaking. The significance of those titles.
Well, when it was called 892, it was because for Abi and I, that was the heat. That was the hottest part of the story, that when we realized that this man is doing all of this for $892. But actually what we found when we started bringing it out to the audience is that the audience were going, what is 892? And it wasn't until they were inside it that they too would understand. And we create work, do we not, for the maximum audience, not the minimum audience. So we had to find another metaphor that was inviting. And I think that we're all breaking a little bit right now. And the central metaphor of the film is, if we're all breaking, how do we help extinguish the fire that's burning in so many? And that is by seeing them, by hearing them, and then by seeking change.
I loved also the importance of, it seemed like miscommunication on so many ends. No one was really having a conversation. Is that why, I know that it is based on a true story, but yet it feels like a conversation within a movie? Was that the intent when you sought out to how you was filming it and the look of it?
Yeah, I mean, Abi directed it, but right from the conception, our sense was that most of this film happens in one location with multiple telephone calls. And how do you do that and keep people wanting to listen and wanting to stay engaged? And so actually the way Abi approached it was that she wanted to make sure that there was enough, not just tension, but there was enough air in the pressure cooker to make it want to pop. And I think that's what she achieved.
As a writer, what you've done is created a very sympathetic character that still does something wrong. And so we have to find that balance of, I understand you, but it's wrong. How, as a writer, are you able to, you put in such emotion and gave it such character, but it's a questionable situation? How do you resolve the two?
Brilliant question. And I think we have to look at ourselves. We all think that we're good people, and we all do things that are wrong. And it's an extremis, but ultimately, Brian carries a righteous rage. And when a rage is righteous, there is an access point for us to be empathetic, if not, but certainly not condoning. And so I think that was the line that we had to tread. was, we're not condoning his actions, but my God, he had no cards left. And this was the choice he made. And society, let's take away that situation where people believe this is their only choice.
Ending, we do know that he never got his money. His family never got the money at all. I was wondering, have you kept in contact with them? Was there any kind of communication? And that very ending was so impactful, but just those simple words, you know, never saw anything after that.
Yes, we spoke throughout the process to Brian's wife, and it was really heartwarming when she saw the final cut of the movie, and John Boyega was on the call, and she said, I was really nervous to switch it on, and then within the first scene I went, there's my husband, there's my Brian. And so I think ultimately that we had to do a lot of research to make sure we looked after the integrity of the piece, and then we just tried to make the best film possible, the film that looked after who he was and his central message of see me, hear me.
Do you like the legacy of this film to be?
Oh, that's a beautiful question. I don't know. That Brian's family feel that maybe he has been heard, and that others who may find themselves in desperate situations possibly find another way, a different way, but that we get to see that people are getting close to that breaking point and can reach out. Systems are run by people. People can change systems.
Very nice. Thank you so much for speaking with me. I, again, love this movie so much.
Thank you so much. And thank you for your positivity.
Thank you.